Is there really a truck driver shortage in America? When does the must-speak English mandate begin? And find out which company is partnering with Freightliner to test its all-new Cascadia. This is the Over the Road podcast. You may have heard President Trump signed an executive order last week which would make it an out-of-service violation for truck drivers to not possess proficiency in English.
This is not a new regulation at all. It's been on the books for years and years and years. For almost 20 years now, there has been concerns that the lack of proficiently being able to communicate in English is a safety issue. It shows up in violations, roadside stops, and it shows up in accidents.
Law enforcement will begin enforcing the new EO on June 25th. It's Rule 391.11 in the green and white FMCSA rules book. Last Thursday, trucking firm Aurora announced that they are now running driverless trucks from Dallas to Houston for Uber Freight and Hirschbach Motor Lines.
We do firmly believe that our software is safe and our operations are safe, and we hope to be able to replicate million milers, like people who make it happen every single day.
By the way, there's a link in the show notes of the dash cam video of the truck driving. It's pretty cool. Prime Incorporated has announced that they have partnered with Freightliner to test the all-new 5th-generation Cascadia. Some of the new safety features include a new mirror cam system that is mounted above the doors for a better field of vision around the truck. It also has improved blind spot sensors, automatic braking, lane keep, and adaptive cruise control as a part of the Detroit Assurance 6.0 programming. Looks a lot like the present-day Cascadia. However, the headlights are slightly different, and it gets a new aerodynamic bumper and hood, too. New research conducted by the Owner-Operator Independent Drivers Association has confirmed that there is no driver shortage in America. It's a company retention problem with turnover rates averaging 90%. So, companies suck, not the drivers. The report is titled The Churn, a brief look at the roots of high driver turnover in U.S. trucking. A link to the report is in the show notes. The Bureau of Labor Statistics indicates that trucking companies adding drivers to the payroll was significantly down for the month of April. This comes as a number of logistics-related companies have announced major layoffs. Penske Logistics among the biggest.
It plans to cut more than 200 truck driver and warehouse jobs in its facilities in Washington and Oregon.
Also, 330 jobs cut from their Missouri locations. In Mississippi last week, the 45 truck stop in Corinth was shut down temporarily while police investigated the possession and sale of controlled substances. Numerous substances were found. Ownership turned himself in and is now out on bond. Virginia DOT with a heads up, southbound I-81 through Virginia around mile marker 269 will see a left lane closure due to bridge construction. In California, nearly half of the trucks inspected at a surprise roadside inspection in San Benito County were placed out of service for various violations. All drivers inspected were compliant themselves. By the way, don't forget about the nationwide Road Check 2025 event beginning next Monday, the 13th. This coming Sunday, the annual Mother's Day Make-A-Wish Truck Convoy in Manheim, Pennsylvania. Registration begins at 6. Trucks on the road at 1:30.
A wish for a child who's struggling with a critical illness is more than just a nice thing to do. It gives kids hope and strength to continue to fight through their illness.
It's very empowering to see all the volunteers come together, give up their time, especially on Mother's Day, for such a great cause. Grateful to be here.
By the way, don't forget to call your mom on Mother's Day. Kind of wish mine was still around to talk to. And so I could eat her food, because no one cooks like mom. Right? My name is Ron Baker, and this is Over the Road.